In this section, we are going to learn how to use the keyboard and to control the object in the SimpleGUI. So before diving to the keyboard, let me see what we have so far. Let me just run all my scripts and let's see what we have. So I have my frame, which just looks like it's a perfect square, and I have one object only, which is circle, and I have my control unit here. So that is the button. So if I click my button, it has a function. So it changed the colors now. So let me just analyze what we have. So right now I just created my frame. That is the name of the frame, and that is the size of the frame. It says the frame width and frame height, and it's already been defined here, which is 400 by 400. So if I change these numbers, so my frame size is going to be changed from here as well. So right now I have a circle and I have my position, which is X and Y coordinates. I have my size of the circle, that is the size of the line, and I have two colors. So the first color represents the color of the line, and the second one, what is the color inside of my object. So right now I have a position X, which is identifying where is on the X-axis it will look like. If you look at it over here, it says frame width divided by 2. So frame width divided by 2 because we want to position my circle right in the middle, on the middle of the frame. It doesn't matter what is the size of my frame is. So right now it's a 400 by 400. So if I run it, boom, it's 400. If I change it right now, so before changing that, you see I have a 400 by 400. That means my position of the circle is equal to 200 by 200 because that is the half of my frame. So if I change it 400 by 600, and let me change another value as well. So right now my position X becomes as a 300 now. So if I run it, it's still on the middle of my frame. So it doesn't matter what size of the frame is, it is going to be at the middle all the time. So right now we have only one control object, so that is the button. So the second one that we are going to learn right now is how to control the object using the keyboard. So if you look on the picture of the keyboard, so right now on one board we have so many keys. So I'm not sure, I didn't count all of them how many keys they are, but yes, during the games or during the control object we are using some keys. So right now today I want to focus on these 4 keys. So right now I have up and down, right and left. So each name they have a name. So for example, the name of that key is equal to down. Oops, my handwriting is not that much good, but you understand. So that is my up, that is my right, and that is the left. So each of them has a name. So right now we did only 4 of them, but if you look, we have so many keys over here, and all of them they have unique names. But as of now, on this video, we are going to focus on these 4 only, and if we understand all of them, so it will be the same for every single key for that. So let's see how can I add these keys on my SimpleGUI. So here what I need to tell that I already have my frame over here. So right now I will say on the frame I want to set key down and handler. By the way, in the SimpleGUI, there's a couple functions, but right now we are using a key down, and also there is a key up. So what does it mean? So let's imagine that is the key of my keyboard. Whenever I click on that, whenever it goes down, so we are expecting to do something. So we will give the function in a second. But in some cases, you need to have, so whenever the key goes up, so if you click something, do something else, one function. So whenever you release, whenever it goes up, so it will be given another function now. But now what we are going to do is we are going to work with the key down only. Okay, so right now I have my function, so that is the function which is a part of the SimpleGUI, and right now I need to create my function because right now I'm telling my Python that hey, whenever the key is down, do something. And do what? So let me just give a key down. So that is the function that we need to create. So that function belongs to SimpleGUI, that is the belongs to the library, and that function which is inside these parentheses, that is the function that we are going to create now. If you want, we can call it ABCs or something else. So the key down, which is making sense. So right now I need to define it. I will say key down, and I will say, and I will just keep adding and making some functions now. But here is, we have a one variable, we have some input here, because right now I have my one board. You see, I have only one board, and inside the board I have so many keys. So that key is different, that is the key different, that is the key different, and even that is the key is different. So all of them are different. So that means we have a variable, something is changing. You see, I have one board and I have so many keys. So that means I need to use my another variable, and here I will say that the variable is equal to key, or you can call it ABCs or XYZ. So right now, I will explain just in a second what we expect to change. So whenever we click on the keyboard, and let's imagine I want to change the position of the circle. So right now the circle is located right in the middle. Whenever I click the up button, so let me start from that one. If I click on that button, I'm expecting my circle is moving up. So by saying moving up, what I mean, if we look on the X and Y axis, so that is the X axis, that is the Y axis. And if you remember that on X axis, the positive way it goes that way, the negative way it goes that way. And the Y axis, the positive way goes down and the negative way goes up. So if I click on that one, if I click on the up bottom, so I will expect that my position will go to the negative Y. Okay, perfect. So let's say I will say that I want to change, so global position X, and I will say global position Y, because I want to change both of them. So what I want to change that variable and that variable. Okay. And another way to make a little bit shorter, so right now you see I have two globals. I'm saying that I want to make a change the position X and position Y, which is absolutely okay. So after that I will make some codings, but in order to save some lines, what I can say that I want to change position X and also position Y. So that is another short way to make different global variables. So right now I need to match my key. So if the key is up, do something else. If the key is down, do something else. If the key is right, so for each key we will give it different functions now. So I will say now, let me just go back. If key is equal to, now here is we need to use the function from the library SimpleGUI. I will say that from the SimpleGUI, and I need to bring the function key map. And if you pay attention now, the key map is all capitalized, so it's uppercase. And I will say that on the list, if it's up. So what is going on now? If that key that we specified over here from the SimpleGUI key map, if that is up, because that function key map, it's going to find the index of that one, of that key, of that particular key. So you see, if that is the case, I will say, so what is going to be changed? The position Y is going to be changed. I will say position Y is equal to position Y, let me just say, and -5. You see, so right now what is my position Y? The position Y, it looks like in 300 because my frame is a 600, that is the hull. So my position Y and position X is a 300 by 300. So here is a 300 by 300. So hereby I'm saying that if I click on the up, if I just use my bottom on the keyboard, if that is case, so the position Y, I'm just subtracting the 5 pixels. So let me just run and let's see if it's working now. So it works perfectly now. Let me just go. I'm just click. I'm using my up key on the keyboard, and I'm just clicking, like, and click, 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 click. You see? So it's keep changing my position. So it goes up, up, up. If I click down, nothing happened because we didn't specify down yet. So right now, what I can say that I will just take the copy. I will take a copy and I will put in the bottom. I will put right here. Since I already used my if, I can say elif if the key is equal to down. So right now I will say that we need to go down. I mean, looking on the y-axis, 5 pixels down. If that is the case, so let me just run it. So if I go up, it go up. So I'm clicking the another one. So, and by the way, it shows over here which key I'm using. You see, so the last key I was using, it was down. So if you pay attention, let me just zoom in again. It shows over here. So I'm using up, I'm using down, I'm using up, I'm using down. Perfect. So it is working. So what about right and left? So I will just take that again. I will make a copy and I will make it the past over here. So right now I will say if the key from the SimpleGUI is equal to right, oops, if that is equal to right, I will not change my position Y because I'm working on my X axis. So that is X, and I will say if that is right, yes, go positive to the 5. So go to the right side. So I run, and if I go right, so it is going up and down and right. Perfect. So it is working. By the way, yeah, I need to change that X, and that X has been changed. Perfect. So if I go to the right, yes, it goes to the right. And also the same thing for them. I will just make a copy paste. And if I say go to the left, so the same, the position X and position X, and make a negative. Perfect. So right now I can go up and down, up and down, up and down. So I can change my the position of the circle. If you play with the pixels as well, so each time I will tell that, hey, do not go 5 steps, but go 10 steps. By the way, these 10s and 5s, they are all about pixels. So each time, whenever I click, just change the position 10 pixels up and down, or right and left. So if you go that way, let me just change it. Yes, perfect. So each time it just jumps 10 pixels. And also what I can do is, as it was mentioned before, right now we just focus it on these 4 bottoms only, and each of these bottoms they have a name. So for instance, the name of that bottom is Y, that is the T, that is the R. So let me just, if I click on my Y, I'm expecting to change the color from the red to the yellow. So right now what I can say that I want to change, so whenever it happens, so whenever the key down happens, change the position X, change the position Y, and also I want to change the color. Where's the color? The color is here. You see, that is the color of my circle, which is red. As a default, it comes in red. So I will say that, hey, I also want to change the color. So right now, I will tell that, let me just go back. Yes, if I say that, hey, if the key is equal to Y, so that means if I click on my Y bottom, so what I will say that my new color is going to be yellow. Oops. You see, so I'm defining each my bottom now for my frame. So right now, what I can do, go up and down, up and down. If I click on the Y, the color is changed. Perfect. So that is working.